Hey, hey, happy Friday. Hope your week went well. Getting ready for this dope ass interview. I'm speaking it into existence.
Now when I say fuck niggas, I mean fuck 'em. Yep. Ain't no calling me later talking you need something. Don't call me.
What up, Jay?
No budget, it definitely ain't in mine.
If y'all haven't gotten on that BOF4, get on it. This is actually the song that I've been running back, Law of Attraction.
Man, I don't even feel like shaking these niggas' hands no more, homie.
What's good, y'all? I see the family's joining super early. You waiting on, Jay, you waiting on what? What up? What up, Poetry Bender? What are you waiting on, Jay? Oh, your interview. Oh, shit. You about to curse me out. I'm sorry. I got you. I promise. What up, Decent? Again, I'm sorry, Jay. I keep forgetting. What up, Carla? What up, Winslow? Yeah, I got you, Jay. Everything is good. Everything is good. How are you guys? How's your Friday going? What up, Jamal? What up, Christiana? What up, Ali? Again, if y'all haven't gotten on that BOF4, get it. Because this is shit you riding through. Outside is opening up. This is the shit you riding through the city with. Sunroof open, windows open. Again, just waiting on Drag to join. It's going to be a dope-ass interview. I'm excited. I hope you're excited, too. Hope you have some good questions. This is BOF4. This is Drag. This is Law of Attraction. Again, this is what I've been running back. Have questions about all of the songs on the album. But again, this is one of my favorites. Have y'all listened to it yet? I know the family has. What up, Max? How's y'all Friday going? How y'all getting ready for the weekend? What y'all doing? Let me know. What up, Link? If y'all got questions, you go ahead and put them in the question box thing. So when he joins, we can, and we get to that part, you can ask whatever it is that you want. Again, BOF4. Yeah, it's dope, right, Christiana? This is the one I've been throwing back, rolling back to each time. Production's dope. See him.
Now when I say fuck niggas, I mean fuck 'em. Yep. Ain't no calling me later talking you need something. Don't call me.
Hi.
Hey,
How are you?
on.
I'm good.
All right.
How is your day going so far?
Good. I'm good. Just got off the basketball court,
Did you win?
and I was actually just playing by myself.
Oh, so you're shooting around? Got you.
Just shooting around.
Got you. Well, thank you for joining. Thank you for agreeing to sit down and talk to me. I appreciate it.
Yes, I appreciate you having me on your show. Word.
Of course. Shout out to Ali. Shout out to AB.
Yes, sir.
Shout out to the family. Battle for the Throne is in the building. They came in early.
All right.
All right. So if you don't know, if you haven't been paying attention, if you followed him in here, I have a legend with me today. I have Drag On. Thank you again for sitting down and talking to me. So Bronx born,
Yes.
rapping forever. I want to talk about, how you got into the industry. I know that you were rapping before you got signed.
Yeah.
So when you started rapping, was it just on some you saw everybody doing it in the neighborhood, and that's something that you decided that you were good at, or somebody was like, "Yo, you're dope. You need to do this."
Yeah. It was a dude that's from my projects. And I'm from Bronxdale Project. So this dude, his name was Blue Kangaroo,
Okay.
and he was like dead nice. He was like from the third section, and and we have our own day in our projects, and it's called Bronxdale Day. And he got up on stage, and I mean, on the open mic. I think it was probably, I don't know, 1988 or
Okay.
89 or something like that. You know what I mean? But he really inspired me when he went up there because he was just a regular dude from our projects, and I didn't know him. But he went up on there and he kind of killed the whole projects with that. You know what I mean? Like with his flow, and it stuck in my mind. You know what I'm trying to say? So when I went upstairs to my crib, I actually tried to write something. And the first time I wrote something, it sounded kind of good, so I just kept going with it. But
Okay.
there is, I just started, just kept going with it. Then I write a rhyme one day, then I might let a couple days go by, then I write another rhyme. But the next thing you know, I got books. You know what I'm saying? Taking it serious. You know what I mean? Like once I started letting people hear me, like, and I ain't really started letting people hear me till like 1993 or something like that.
Was there ever a time that you were shy about performing?
Um, yeah, I always be nervous right before I get on stage to this day. You know what I'm saying? That'll never go away. And it's crazy because I'll be nervous, but then as soon as I get on stage, it go away then. But before I get on there, I'm always taking my deep breaths and prayers. Whew, you know what I'm trying to say? But then I go up there and the crowd always make me feel welcome. You know what I'm saying? So,
Do you still have those books of rhymes?
uh, not really worried. You know what I'm trying to say? Because I've did so much moving around and stuff like that.
Right.
If like I'm a real New Yorker, like I lived in almost every borough and all that. But I'm born and raised in the Bronx. I represent the Bronx, but I lived in Brooklyn. I lived in Queens. I lived in Harlem. You know what I'm saying? Yonkers, Mount Vernon. Like I lived everywhere. You know what I'm saying? As far as New York. So my books probably done been lost in the
You
sauce.
lost track of them.
Yeah,
Got you. So, all right, you were rhyming from, I guess, 88 on. You said you did not let anyone hear you until 93. How
yeah.
did you link up with Ruff Ryders? Like, what was that? How did that come about?
And I don't even remember where he from. Like I just woke up one day and I was Rough Riders.
Shit. Well, I want to be like you.
Yeah, but I got my releasement from Rough Riders in '07, and I
Okay.
started my record label called Hood Environment.
Yes, I have questions about
Yeah,
all of that. So you were I do want to talk about, some of your time at Rough Riders. We're not going to focus there too much, but I do want to talk about when you were recording Down Bottom. Did you get the track before Juvenile was on it, or did you get it after and decided that you were going to structure your cadence the way that you did? Because I mean, you killed that record, of course, but you also kind of set the tone and the energy just seemed like it came from you.
and I was so high, to be honest. I don't remember how that happened. But I do remember everything I've done at Hood Environment, though. Before
Okay.
I don't
All
remember.
right. We are going to focus on that. We're in the same rooms in with the Battle of the Throne people. Shout out to the family that's here right now.
Back
Um, we
on, what's up? What's shaking? All right.
we we kind of got a taste of it about a week ago. About we had a listening and a Q&A with you. So during that time, we talked about when you were battle rapping, and you mentioned that you kind of strayed away from it because you developed a stutter during that time.
Yeah.
And you also mentioned that you were working with an organization to bring something forward. Can we talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, well, we was trying to work with an organization, but I think we just got the call back from one organization because I don't want to just work on my stuttering and people can't see it. I want to document it so that way people can learn my imperfections and learn how uh, you don't have to let it stop you. And these
Gotcha.
uh, and these are the steps to take to become successful, to actually learn how to speak, to just feel comfortable. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. And I mean, like a lot of people think when they see somebody stuttering, they're nervous. Nah, it's more of a comfortableness. And I mean, it's a mental thing. You know what I'm trying to say, but it's something that I was born with, so I wasn't able,
Oh,
like, and I got it on both sides of my family. So, my stuttering is real bad, but I've been practicing lately to talk slower, so that's why I'm not, too much stuttering right now. But those that
right.
know me know that I always had a real bad stuttering problem, and growing up as a kid, it never really bothered me. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, wow.
And then like once I got signed, I always used to duck and hide from interviews and stuff like that.
Mm.
Until one day I decided to go up on Sway in the morning, and that was when I first started practicing it. You know what I'm saying? So I was practicing it on the show,
Okay.
and a lot of people on that show, they didn't know that I stuttered. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I said, like, I said it in a rhyme when I first got signed. Dragon speaks with a stutter, but I rhyme well. But a lot of people thought that that was just a bar.
Right.
I was kind of like, putting it out there right there. But like, when I went on the Sway in the morning, Sway and everybody from that show was so shocked that I have a stuttering problem because it doesn't show in my music.
It doesn't translate at all.
Yeah, and that's because a lot of people don't know that stuttering, far as regular talking and singing a song, is a totally different wave pattern than what your brain is doing. It might
Right.
seem like it's the same because you're using words and stuff like that, but when you sing in a song or you rapping a song or something like that, you're actually on a timer and you
Hmm.
rhythm and you can ride that rhythm. But like me on the acapella note, that's why and I've been offered 20,000. I've been offered 30,000. I damn near be offered 50,000 just to get back into the battlefield because that's the cloth that I'm cut from.
Hmm.
But a lot of battles now, they rap with no beat, and that's
Right.
that I really can't do. I really have to practice that. You know what I'm saying? It's probably only one rhyme that I can kick without a beat, and that's the Bust Your Guns, the song with me and Juvie, and that's only the first verse that I probably can kick without a beat.
So not the last one.
Yeah, the last verse is a little shaky, like, you know what I'm saying, but that's why I've actually had to turn down all of the battles and all the rappers that want to battle me and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? I've actually had to turn it down, you know what I'm saying, because of that problem. You know what I'm saying?
Got you. Got you. So movie wise, because you've been in a couple of movies, how do you get past that while you're delivering lines and
Sometimes I don't get past it. Like
okay.
to the grave, it was a scene where I was saving DMX's daughter, and it looked like I was on a roof and I was shooting with the scope, and it was a line that I had to say while I was saving his daughter in Cradle to the Grave.
Hmm.
I caught a real bad flare up. It probably took like
Wow.
3 minutes just to say that one little sentence. You know what I'm saying? So you know what I mean. So I be having to like practice way harder than any uh, other actor. You know what I'm
Got you.
saying?
You recently did a movie in 2019, When the Tables Turn, and it was released in 2019. But when was it filmed?
Yeah. We filmed it in 2018, I think. We filmed it in 2018, but I don't think they released it yet. I'm actually waiting for them to release it. And
Oh, okay.
yeah, like the movie seemed like it's going to be dope. I definitely have fun on there. Shout out to Baltimore Snoop, everybody from B Mall.
Shout out to Be More.
Man, straight up, shout out to Baltimore, man. You know what I'm saying, it's a lot of real ones out there, but big shout out to Baltimore Snoop for doing that movie with me. That movie came out great. We actually filmed it in Las Vegas.
Oh wow. Okay. Yeah, so I look forward to that because I when I read about it, it said that you had it was released in 2019, so I was confused about that.
Yeah.
So again, you were released from your previous contract and then you transitioned into what you're doing right now. in that same room, we talked about the fact that your daughter and your fans had inspired you to continue going. Was there ever a point that you thought, yo, I don't want to do this anymore, it's not worth it? And then your daughter gave you that encouragement?
Yeah, like, you know what I mean? I've thought about quitting plenty of times. Like, you know what I'm saying? I mean, like before 2015, 2016, I think I was just, like before 2015, I think I was just doing it just to do it because I know I can still do it.
Right.
2015, 2016 is when I really knew, okay, I do have another chance at this situation that, at my career. You feel what I'm trying to say, versus just rapping and stuff like that. You know what I mean? I do got a chance. You know what I mean? 2016, I think I put out part 18 of
Mm-hmm.
my live freestyles.
Yes.
And really, I'm gonna be honest too, it's kind of my fault a little bit too, because I never respected the internet until 2016. I never respected.
Mm.
So 2016, I actually decided to go on my fan page
Mm-hmm.
on Facebook and just give the whole part 18. I think it was the All the Way Up freestyle. And I just gave part 18 to the whole fan page. I usually just put 5 seconds of it or 15 seconds of it with a link, hoping that everybody gonna click the link.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, people don't click links, which I should have known that because I don't click. But one day I'm over there playing Call of Duty, laying across my bed, just playing Call of Duty. I said, you know what? And I just grabbed my phone, like, you know what I mean? Actually, while I'm dead in the middle of the game, shooting, getting shot at, and, and I just press upload on my fan page, on my Facebook fan page, and the joint just started spiraling out of nowhere. It just started going viral, viral. It did 500,000, and then another 10 minutes, it did another 500,000. Next thing I know, and I'm up to 1 million.
Mm-hmm.
It did 2 million and 3 million, and I'm like, oh snap! I mean, that was like my first time going viral, and that's like the first time I respected the internet. You know what I'm saying?
But
Because
what was it about it that you didn't respect it? Like, why had you not leaned into
I was still chasing DJs. You feel what I'm trying to say? I was still trying to say,
it?
"This ain't playing my shit on the radio. I ain't
I'm
gonna."
sorry. There are mad people right now asking for your Call of Duty name.
Oh, for my yeah. Hey, you know what? I play Alchemist now. Well, you feel what I'm trying to say? So I play Call of Duty, but I be really in the game. Yeah,
So
yeah.
you were still chasing DJs, but
Yeah, like I was still chasing DJs and in the studio actually doing records for DJs and stuff like that instead of doing records for my fans. You know
mm,
what I'm saying? So that's kind of like messed me up, like, you know what I mean? Because I'm actually doing songs for the DJs and trying to figure out why they not playing this fire. You know what I'm saying? So then, you know what I mean? Like I actually had spins on the radio when I did it. You found like when I posted up, I had I'm talking about Power 105 was showing me love. Hot 97 was showing me a little love, like you know what I'm trying to say. But my buzz really came from the internet. You know what I'm
yeah,
trying to say?
right.
You know, I had a song finally started playing on the radio, and I got no buzz from it. You know what I'm saying? But when I released that joint on my Facebook fan page, it
Yep.
went viral, and that's when all the buzz started coming. That's when everybody started researching what I'm doing. Cause no lie, before that happened, like I was lucky and happy if my video did 5,000. If it
All
did
right.
3,500, I was like, okay, all right, you know what I mean? That's 5,000 people that's still fucking with me. Like,
This is the perfect transition point.
yeah,
Hashtag BOF4. Bars on Fire 4
yeah,
dropped March 5th.
yep.
It is a project that consists of 17 tracks, a couple of skits. You have shot 10 videos and released how many?
I shot 10 videos off of BOF4. So far, we released six. And
Okay.
I'm dropping my seventh one this Monday. You know what I'm saying? So in a few days, I'm going to be dropping another, and I'm going to be dropping another song, the song
How
Light with me and Z Riddler.
okay. How has your rollout been? Like what was the plan for the rollout with the videos and the release of those?
My plan was to not focus on DJs and just focus on my fans and give my fans my music. You find
Hmm.
I didn't want to be I mean, I feel as though that I gotta go through uh a middleman for people to hear my music. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
In order for me to get around that, I had to put out a lot of different visuals and stuff like that so I could really touch my fans. You know what I'm trying to say? So my spins come from my views from my video. You know what I'm saying? Because when I give people
Okay.
music, I give them the video to it. So when they hear the new music, they get to watch it. You know what I'm saying? So that's where my spins come from. And it eliminates me from catering to audience, um, which is DJs that don't buy albums. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They expect for you to send it to them for free and then barely play it. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
now I drop my videos, and my videos might do 50,000 or 100,000 or 200,000. I mean, and for me, that's 100,000 or 200,000 spins. You find what I'm saying?
Right.
And where it come from, just as long as my people get to hear it. You know what I'm saying?
Why was it so important for you to film so many visuals? Because you could have just released singles, but I understand that you said you get your spins, but you filmed 10 videos.
Yeah, because like when I put out songs, it get a few spins and stuff like that. But when I put the video to it, it gets more spins and it goes viral, and other people definitely reposts it and stuff like that. So I actually get more views and get more out of it when I drop a video. You know what I'm trying to say? Like when I drop a video, it's almost like when Funkmaster Flex drop a bomb on the joint, boom, and everybody like pay attention. So me, I drop a video and I get that same amount of attention.
How long did it take to film each, like all the videos combined?
Some of those videos we shot 2 to 3 videos a day.
Mm,
Like you're trying to say, like Peekaboo, my last video, and the video that I'm dropping in the next couple days, we did that all in one day. You find trying to say, like, we was on the strip, Sunset Boulevard, and then we actually filmed all the way back to the listening party, and then we filmed another video in there, which that's what I'm dropping on Monday, which is called Take Flight.
okay. So you did mention that you didn't really respect the internet, but now you are heavily involved in it. Like we've got the place where the Battle of the Throne is, we've got TikTok, we've got YouTube. How has that changed your marketing, your idea for marketing yourself in this new market?
My thing is everything is visuals. You know what I'm saying? People want to see. You know what I mean? Hearing is cool and knowing about it is cool, but actually be able to see it and visualize it with your own eyes is a whole nother story.
Gotcha.
So I'd rather take that time out for my fans and let them really get to see me. You feel what I'm trying to say? Plus, my rap career was pretty much over in '05 and '06, so I have a lot of making up that I had to do. So I had no problem putting in the work. You know what I mean? And really going in. You know what I'm saying?
When I spoke with your publicist, I we were talking about you as being a legend. She said that you don't necessarily think about yourself as such, and I'm here to tell you that you are. You are the soundtrack of mine and a lot of people's lives, and we appreciate you. And I need you to regard yourself as such.
Thank
Um,
you.
when I did speak with her, she explained to me that this album is an evolution of the old Dragon to the new Dragon. What was that evolution to you? What was significant about the old Dragon prior to this album and you right now?
I mean, like just to show people, what I really didn't get a chance to show them before. You know what I'm saying? Like I wasn't really able to showcase uh my talent. You know what I'm trying to say? In this game, in this industry, uh respect is on a need to respect basis. If you don't necessarily need to respect an artist, they won't.
Can you
So
repeat that, please? Can you repeat that, please?
yes, in this game, this is on a need to respect basis. People are not going to just respect you. People only respect in this rap industry. people is gonna only respect what needs to be respected.
Right.
And me being signed before, when I first came out, when I dropped Opposite of H2O, I wasn't portrayed as an artist that needed to be respected. I was just portrayed as an
Mm.
artist that, yep, I'm a part of this group. They nice, and I'm nice too, and I'm holding my weight, and like, you know what I'm saying. But I wasn't portrayed as, all right, look, you gotta holler at Drag On. You feel what I'm trying to say? Nah.
You don't feel that you were well, that being a part of the crew, you don't feel that that heralded respect from people?
Well, I was homeless, still signed underneath that contract before. So,
Wow. Okay.
I mean, like far as respect, no, I'm just now gaining respect from
Is it
two.
because you're demanding it, or is it that you're gaining it?
And it's because I'm demanding. Like you find trying to say, like right now, I demand my respect. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And I have no problem putting in the work, which is what is the demand that I'm putting out. You find trying to say, like I'm demanding my um and I'm demanding my respect now. You feel what I'm trying to say? Before I was just trying to show the world my talent, and
Hmm.
I automatically thought that they're going to respect me. I didn't know you could be portrayed as a person that doesn't necessarily really have to be respected. You feel what I'm trying to say? Like,
Yeah.
like on my old record label, it was like this. It went like this. Yo, the dope beats, the dope shit got to go to X. If X don't want it, then it go to Eve. If Eve says she don't really fuck with it, then shit got to go to Kiss. Top five.
Mm.
Now, if Kiss don't fuck with it, then holla at Styles. After Styles, all right, look, if you can't get them, you can't get none of them. All right, fuck it, look, just go with Drag then. And that's how I was portrayed. You know what I'm saying?
Got it.
My whole career. So that's why, like a lot of these big, big platforms and stuff like that back then and stuff like that, you never really seen me. You find trying
Hmm.
you seen my whole camp, but you never really seen me like that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that's because my record label didn't portray me as uh, uh, a main artist as well as the
Like a
other.
priority.
Yeah, like a priority. Like I wasn't priority on no label that I ever was on. You found what I'm trying to say? It was just
Okay.
you found what I'm trying to say, and that's how I was portrayed. You know what I'm saying? So uh,
Which is now why we're at Hood Environment.
yes, in '06 I started Hood Environment. I got kind of tired of it. You know what I'm saying? So I started Hood Environment back in '06.
Okay.
People didn't catch on until 2016, like I said. So it still was a grind. I
How did you remain focused and able to carry that on? That's a huge gap between what you said, 06 and 16, or 08 and 16.
'06 is when I started,
So
and
that's 10 years. How do you continue to carry on knowing that you have something, knowing that this is worth it because you don't want to be in the situation that you were in previously?
well, I mean, like I love acting, but rapping is my passion. You find
Hmm.
like I always love to do it. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't know, but I was writing rhymes 10 years before I even got signed
Signed to
to
Ruff
the
Ryders.
so like you know what I mean, that was what it was. Like, you know what I mean, like rapping is my passion. I actually have fun writing. You know what I mean? Writing is something I love to do. You know what I'm saying? So like I mean, like me writing rhymes and stuff like that. This is my passion. This is like you know what I mean, like what I'm here to do. You follow what I'm trying to say? And I mean, and I've been writing rhymes since I was 8 years old. So this is what I know.
Right.
Yeah,
So Hood Environment, that's the label.
yeah,
Are you looking to grow? Like, are you looking for other artists? Or are you just going to continue focusing on you and let that happen organically?
yeah. As far as me signing other artists, that's definitely going to happen. And I went up in all the record labels and stuff like that, try to get a label situation. But I mean, they hit me with the real, like, all right, Drag. Well, first thing you got to do is get it popping. You
Yeah.
you you got to get it popping. We might not believe in your record label or your artists, but we believe in you. We know you. So
Right.
if you get it popping, we got no problem sitting down cutting a check with you. We got no problem sitting down with you because we know what you're capable of. You know what I mean? But you got to show us first. We're not going to just
Give it to you.
run a record label because we never saw you do it before.
Right.
Right now, we got to see. So the first artist that I decided to break, which was a hard ass artist because his career was over, pretty much over in '05, '06. There was nobody checking for no drag. So I said, you know what? I'm going to prove to them that I can break an artist. I'm going to break me. You feel what I'm trying to say? There is no rapper in this industry that has career went up and then died like that, and then that much years go by and came back the way I'm coming back. No,
Absolutely.
no other artist. You know,
Absolutely.
the other artist that I could, the only other artist that I could think close that actually took, but he never fell off. He just actually just took like a 5-6 year break, and that was LL Cool J when he came back with the pink cookies in the plastic bag. When he came back with that, and
Yeah. But
you
he
know,
had leverage at that point. Like you said, you had to struggle and you had to fight and demand your respect.
yeah, like I really had to demand my respect right now. Like right now, I'm demanding my respect. Like you find trying to say, I mean, I don't just put out music and BOF part 1, 2, and 3 and 4. I'm also up to part 38 on my live freestyles that's coming out next. Like you find trying to say, I also develop a whole nother platform where I do live freestyle so people can see that
Where's that at? Where?
that's all on my YouTube page with YouTube/Fireman Drag.
Okay.
YouTube/Fireman Drag. Fireman Drag, all one word. And I'm up to part 38 where I give them live freestyle so people can see it authentic. Like, okay, all right, bet. Look, this nigga pulled over in a whip, found somewhere where it's quiet, spit and jump back in the whip and bounce.
I'm
Real?
glad you said that
Yeah,
because now I want to get into the album.
yeah.
So of course I listened to it, and when you got on, what I have been running back is Law of Attraction.
All right.
Um,
Fractions.
that's my shit. I know the family was listening to, because when I spoke to your publicist, she was like, "Yeah, when you listen to Ninja Turtles, you know that's what we bring in. We calling niggas Ninja Turtles throughout the summer, da 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 da." But
Yeah,
mine is Law of Attraction.
yeah,
So with Ninja Turtles, you've always been someone that focused on lyricism, and
yes.
I appreciate that. But with Ninja Turtles, like if you look at the title, somebody might just be like, I don't know what that is. And then you listen to it and it's a story and it's a good story. So why is it important for you to remain in that lane? Because that's not necessarily something that artists are paying attention or focus or value right now, is lyricism.
Yeah, but I mean, you know what it is? It's because a lot of people, especially like the artists that's within my era, are not putting it out there in their face no more. You feel what I'm trying to say? Like, I can prove that people are still on lyrics, they on still bars. Watch when I drop part 38.
Okay.
I guarantee everybody gonna be like, whoa, he
But
going,
you've heard these younger artists, and I don't want to sound like I'm hating, but you've heard artists say, "Oh, I'm just it's a vibe." They're focused on a vibe, and that's cool. But
yeah,
when I heard Ninja Turtles, I'm like, "Oh, this nigga's telling a story, and this is dope. Like you're telling it from a different perspective, and I appreciate that." But again, that's the era that we come from.
yeah, yeah. Like the era right now is these young kids and the dudes from my era, they don't want to work like these young niggas is working.
Gotcha.
And so that's all it is. It's not, oh, let me know. This is what's in right now. No, it's whatever's in front of their face is what's in. You feel what I'm trying to say? Um, like I mean, like a lot of dudes from my era didn't keep the coolness of spitting bars
Mm-hmm.
and really taking your time to move your pen. So it made the young dudes feel as though it ain't cool. Wonder why? Because it's not in front of their face.
Right.
You know what I'm trying to say? Like these young dudes, they in the crib pressing the upload button, going in, just constantly working. They living in the studio. And a lot of people that's from my era don't want to put in that work. You know what I'm trying to say? Like they don't understand that this rap game has changed sonically, uh,
Mm-hmm.
like, you know what I mean? Just musically, I mean, it's on a whole nother frequency. And you're gonna have to put in a lot of work because it's a lot of artists that caught on to that new frequency. You know
Okay.
what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, you still got rappers out here moving their pen, and they probably the ones that's making the most money out of all these rappers. It's a vibe, it's a vibe. And I guarantee they ain't got more money than Kendrick. You know what I'm trying to say?
Very true.
Like Kendrick Lamar uh is super nice, moving
Hmm.
his pen. Like he's one of the dopest artists out here. You feel what I'm trying to say? And I bet you a lot of these young rappers that's talking about a vibe, ain't got more money than J. Cole. You
Not,
feel
not at all.
when they
But again, when we talk about Kendrick and Cole, a lot of people are just like, oh, they'll say they're old. They'll say that, Kendrick is kind of, an activist music. Like they're discounted a lot. So I have a problem with that because the people that are more lyrical, you're right, they're getting that
yeah,
bag, but people are looking at them crazy.
are getting more streams and selling more records and bringing in more revenue than everybody that try to downplay them and all that. They bringing in more. You feel what I'm trying to say? Like
Yeah.
J. Cole last album was incredible, and Kendrick last album, The Damn, that was like that's the perfect name for that shit. I'm saying because when I heard it, I said, God damn, like, crazy. Like I love almost every song on that joint. You feel what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that because that's my homie and stuff like that. I never met Kendrick yet.
Right.
But I did hear that he got love for me and
Mm.
EDE got love for me. But
How could they not?
and,
Again, you're a
well,
legend.
and I'm a super fan of them. You feel what I'm trying to say? And
Yeah.
they really moved their pen over there. You feel what
Gotcha.
I'm saying?
All right. What is your favorite track or BOF4?
Yeah. Since we gonna go into the vibe, a lot of people talk about the vibes. My vibe is what a G like.
Okay.
Yeah,
All
like
right.
vibe.
Why is that?
Because I actually just made the transition from moving to East to West. I live in California now.
Yes.
So me coming out here and picking up on that vibe, that's the vibe that I caught when I first came out here.
Okay.
And
I
but
had a question about that. I was going to ask how your move influenced the sound or this album in particular.
yeah, it definitely made me pick up on the vibe and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like you know what I mean? Like California has its own vibe, its own energy. You know what I'm saying? Just like the East Coast got its own energy,
Hmm.
South got their own. So when you come here and then you hear it every day, you're gonna automatically pick up a vibe, you know what I'm saying? Just the way they sound is different. You feel what I'm trying to say? Like East Coast, we get a lot of our loud and boom, 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 bap sounds one a while because it's super loud over there. It's big buildings, long hallways. So that's how we be hearing our stuff, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't really got big long hallway. You feel what I'm trying to say? The tallest building is this one right here. You see what I'm saying? like you know what I mean? So their sound is different how they come across with their music and like but at the end of the day I still made sure I catered to my East Coast fans,
Absolutely.
to my sounds of the people that follow BOF part 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah,
Like
it definitely sounds like you. It's genuine, but I knew that you were on the West Coast, so I wanted to know how you felt it may have influenced the sound or the project.
yeah,
They
yeah.
Already Mad, featuring Freeway. How the hell did that come about? Like, did you create the track and say, yo, I need Free on it? Or did you say, okay, you heard it and then was like, Free needs to be on it, or I'm missing something, and he was the missing part?
Nah, see, Freeway have reached out to me for BOF part 3, BOF 3.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And he reached out maybe like a week after I turned it in. And I'm
Oh, man.
away, so I was upset. I'm like, damn, man, worried, because I had the perfect song on there.
Oh.
Come on, you know what I'm trying to say?
Why you didn't do a remix to that one?
Yes, he wanted to actually jump on the wave hoppers
Okay.
to that. But I don't really like doing remixes to song that ain't that big.
Gotcha.
And it definitely touched the streets and all that. And I mean, like, that was actually the first time I actually dealt with iTunes and Spotify and all that. And I think that joint did like 300,000 streams.
Gotcha.
So he wanted to jump on that joint, but I wanted to come new with him. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm a
Yeah.
fan of Freeway. So like, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like this, damn, I just turned it in. So the minute I opened up a budget for part 4, GP Bangers had sent the beat and I just held it. I said, you know what? This is the beat I'm gonna do with Freeway right there.
Gotcha.
So the minute I opened up the budget for the BOF 4, he was the first artist I reached out to. First one, I said, yo, listen, I got a mean joint. I laid my verse and everything so he can hear it, kill it here. Kill my verse, go ahead on it, go in. And like, I mean, you know, we both have fun on that joint. And it's crazy too, because when you watch the video,
Mm-hmm.
it looked like we're together. But he
Yeah.
in Philadelphia, and
Mm-hmm.
I actually had to drive around in California and found the area that looks like that area and made it feel
Wow.
together. Like word, you know what I mean? But he was actually in Philly, and I found the little bus stop station that looked kind of like where they shot their joint. And because I made them shot his part first.
Right.
Just found a spot that looked like.
Okay. All right. So I want to talk about, you said that you were on another label and that your management wasn't necessarily the best. In reference to other artists, what advice do you have for them when they're seeking management and a team?
Seek for enthusiasm. They need to be just as enthused as you are for your situation. 2, tonight, get rid of your entourage and develop a team.
Mm.
You on the road and you on the road with an entourage, you on the road with the wrong people. You should be calling them a team. It should be a team.
Mm-hmm.
That means everybody should have a part to play. I've shot Exit Wound. I shot Credit to the Grave. You couldn't even come on the sidewalk was filming that unless you had credentials. Treat your career as such.
Okay.
Like, you feel what I'm trying to say?
Mm-hmm.
Everybody, if you have an assistant, he should be assisting you.
Mm-hmm.
If you have your DJ should be on stage before you do, prepping your music.
Absolutely.
Like, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, you know, you got to make sure your enthusiasm is the same as your team. Your team should be just as excited for your situation and breaking sweat the same way you are. Period. It shouldn't be nothing. It shouldn't be nothing different from that. You know what I'm saying?
Got you. With hood environment, when people there is a, not a rumor, but there's a saying that goes around the industry that when you sign to a label, it's hard to sign to a label where the CEO may also be an artist. But because you've dealt with difficulties in your past, how are you going to be different when you do start taking artists on?
Well, for one, at Hood Environment, I will never pause what I'm about to say, but I would never jerk an artist.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm trying to say? You know what I mean? You know, my thing is because I've been through it, I would never put another artist through what I went through.
Okay.
You wonder why? Because they might not have the ambition that I have
Right.
to go and continue to be shitted on for 10, 12, 13 years. You feel what I'm trying to say? It ain't no coincidence that everybody's working. Damn, yo, why these niggas ain't working with Drake? That ain't no coincidence.
Yeah.
And a lot of people is not going to be able to withstand that. You
Right.
trying to say they
Or
might,
come back from it.
yeah, they might not be able to maintain that and be able to actually have the strength to come back from that. You feel what I'm trying to say? From someone actually closing the door and say, man, it's over for that nigga. You feel what I'm
Yeah.
trying to say? And then me, I open the door for myself and say, nah, nigga, it ain't over. It's over when God says it's over. God ain't tell me to stop, so I'm gonna keep going. A lot of people don't have that strong mental. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So I would never put another artist or hinder another artist like how I've been hindered, like
Right.
ever. You know what I'm trying to say? Because they might not come back from that.
And that actually should be a plus for them because they know that you've been through something like that and they understand you're genuine about making sure you don't put them through it, you know?
Yeah, you're trying to say at the end of the day, you know what I mean? The highest form, like Nipsey Hussle said it the best. The highest thing you could do for somebody, not just give them money. You know what's the highest thing? And Nipsey said this. I got this from Nip, King Nip. The highest thing you could do for somebody is inspire them.
Hmm.
That's the highest thing. Wonder why? Because you can inspire somebody. You feel what I'm trying to say? Like somebody inspired Barack Obama when he was 16.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what you think people were saying when he was like this? Man, I'm gonna grow up and take over this whole shit.
Right.
And you know niggas is like this. Off rip, you know what I'm saying? But it's crazy how him and Michelle is laughing now though.
Right.
Yeah, I took over this whole shit 8 years. What's up? You know what I'm saying? So it's like at the end of the day, you know what I mean? Like regardless of what job he did, this, that, and the third, you know what I'm saying? He did like what he was set to do.
Right.
Yep.
I did have a question from the people that are watching. They were asking about the Hood Environment or BOF4 merch.
Yes, there is no BOF4 merch yet. I just be having little people just be, you know what I mean? Just be doing little stuff. The merch is probably coming out top of next year.
Next year. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So wait.
Everything.
Oh,
Buckles, everything.
Ali said to drop the email for producers to send beats.
Producers, send beats to drag eat beats. Beats spelled with a Z at gmail.com. You rappers out there that just heard that email, feel free to send your song there so I can delete it. Only for beats. But you can send it if you think I'm going to hear it. As soon as I hear a word on there, I'm deleting it. That's straight for beats. We will be looking for artists and stuff like that, probably top of next year.
Okay.
But but right now, I'm breaking the hardest artist to break right now, and that's me.
Got you. Somebody just asked when's the album dropping. The album dropped March 5th. That's what we're talking about. BOF4.
Yep, the album dropped March.
Uh-oh. Okay, you're back. March 5th. BOF4. All streaming platforms, right?
Yes.
Okay. Can you say the email again? I'm sorry.
The email is drageatbeats at gmail.com.
Beats with a Z.
Beats with a Z. Drag eat beats. That's exactly what I do. So that's why I put that as a type. And I also made that email name one a while because it also pisses off other rappers too. They be like, yo, drag, let me get your email. All right, bet. Drag eat beats. They be like, yeah.
Shout out to Jimmy. Jimmy just had a question for you, but Jimmy saved my last interview. So shout out to Jimmy. I appreciate you. Jimmy wants to know when you drop in the chancletas for the summer.
When I'm dropping chocolate, what's that? What are you talking about?
Jimmy from the battle room. He wants to know when you drop in some BOF4 chancletas, the sandals.
BOF4 sandals? Never.
All right, let me see. Oh, breakfast, battles for the throne, pancakes or waffles.
Um, Pancakes.
Okay. I think Ali's coaching you, so I'm not gonna hate on that. All right. So I typically close out the interview with a couple of rapid fire questions. Are you there? Because okay. Yeah, I typically close out my interviews with a couple of rapid fire questions. It's nothing too crazy. It's just first thing that comes to your mind, answer, okay?
Okay.
All right. What's the first hip hop song you can remember knowing word for word?
First hip hop song I know word for word was Rakim on the Let the Rhythm Hit 'Em album.
Okay.
Song on there. Damn, what was the name of it? I think it's called Mahogany, is it? Or something like that, you know what I mean? But that was a song that I actually took my time when I was young to know all those words. And the first day I met him, I kicked that shit to him. I ain't right.
That's dope. All right.
And
The
never
song.
the Adam
I'm.
MC World Cup of girl. I said, hey lady, listen. I went in on it. He was like, yo, man, yo, I appreciate that shit. Uh,
All right. Song or the artist that made you decide to start rapping?
the song that made me start rapping was Blue Kangaroo. He was
Got you.
first section of my projects.
Got you.
Reason why I picked up a pen and started writing.
All right. I think this is going to be obvious, but favorite old school rapper?
Favorite old school rapper is Rakim.
Okay.
It's my favorite rapper. I ain't gonna front.
Artist that influences you the most?
DMX.
I'm not even going to ask how that translates into your sound because I hear it. So there's that. Um, do you have a dream collab with an artist?
No.
What a, huh?
I'm willing to work with anybody willing to work.
Okay. If you could do an entire project with somebody, who would it be?
Uh, Me myself, because I ain't gonna. Other rappers be getting on my nerves.
Okay.
They be
If
getting
you if you could do an entire project with a producer, who could it be? Who would it be?
Hit Boy.
Mm. Let's get that out into the universe. Let's get that out there.
Hit Boy's one of my favorite producers right now. Word up. I
Got
love
you.
his sound. Everything, you know what I mean? Just the sound, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I know a lot of people's going to wait to give him his flowers later. I don't know him. I'm giving his flowers now. Hit Boy is one of the dopest producers to ever touch that keyboard. I ain't going to front. Like, just the way he had Nipsey sounding and
Mm-hmm.
the double back and bring Nas back with that sound.
Yeah.
Like Nas' last album, incredible. You know
Yeah.
what I say? Like, I feel as though everybody should give Hit Boy his flowers right now. You know what I mean? He is sick with it. Word.
Got you. Last question. What did 2020 teach you?
Um, Let me 2020 taught me that, you know what I mean, life is short, you know what I mean? And you know what I mean, to actually be more prepared. You know,
Mm,
and I feel as though 2020 made a lot of people realize that you got to be prepared. You find what I'm trying to say for real. If you're not drinking water, you need to be drinking water. You need to just be prepared for anything
got you.
that could occur. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, we don't run this joint. We just in it trying to survive. So,
Absolutely.
I mean, 2020, the main word for me that I learned was to prepare.
Okay. Well, I am going to close this out. I appreciate you for sitting down and talking to me. I truly enjoyed this time with you.
I appreciate you,
Um,
show, man, for real. I appreciate this. For real.
I want you to shout out Hood Environment and your emails, your socials, and everything where they can find you.
Yes, follow me on the gram, drag_on1. I'm on one, for real. Uh, Feel free to log on to hoodenvironment.com, but I ain't fully set up that website yet, so it's still looking a little ugly. But I mean, YouTube/Fireman Drag. That's where you will be able to hear all of my music, videos, live freestyles, everything. YouTube/Fireman Drag, all one word. Fireman Drag, word. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I mean, and I appreciate you having me on this platform. You follow what I say? And those that's on here that have a stuttering problem and stuff like that, and I know you've probably been seeing me stutter a little bit on here. It does not matter. Look, this is what I want to say to people that have a stuttering problem, right? Because a lot of people don't know this, right? But this will help. Look, when you talk to someone that do not know that you have a stuttering problem, that's probably what makes you stutter, right?
Mm,
Understand this. Understand this. The minute you open your mouth and you stutter and you go like this, the minute you do that, within a half of a second, they know you have a stuttering problem. And within that next half of a second, they got over it.
right.
And that's the part that a lot of people that have a stuttering problem don't know. That's what I had to study. You find
Right.
the minute you stutter, the minute you say that, yo, blah, 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 they know, okay, he has a stuttering problem. The minute they caught on that you have a stuttering problem, that next second after that, they're over it.
Right.
They already are transitioned to hearing you stutter. They know you have a stuttering problem.
Right.
Move on and continue your conversation.
Stay confident in it.
Yes.
Don't let it get to you. Got you. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Oh,
You are amazing.
all right, no doubt.
I really appreciate you.
No doubt.
Have a good one. Thank you for tuning in, guys. I'll talk to you guys soon. We'll probably have another part if you drop another project anytime soon. We'll
Oh,
talk
yeah,
about that though.
no doubt. You already know.
Thank you guys. Have a good one. Thank you, Drag. I
Uh,
really appreciate it. Bye.
yeah.